Right, no, we have to bring it back. Right, no. That beat. Poetic.
Do you know, they don't make songs like that anymore.
They really don't. I've just seen a playlist. Slutty songs for hoes. Save.
And as discussed, me old bamboo.
Oh,
What a dream
get
that
me
would
down
be.
there. The R&B room. Jinx. Don't look at each other.
I won't even.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Crack to Basics. Heel toe, here we go, Rachel. Welcome back. Why did I put on that like pure as if I'm like
Jackie Bird?
What's it called when someone is to get the audience hyped up before like a show?
Oh, like the
what is that called? Like an MC.
The MC.
I'm giving those vibes. Like when I
Good
change
evening. Welcome to the Armadillo.
Are you ready? Like, stop putting on a Scottish accent. You've got one.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, let's try that again. Right, the real one. Hi, Rachel. Happy Monday. I'm still giving MC fucking news reporter.
Anyway, happy Monday to you too, Erin.
Thank you. How is it going?
Oh, good, pet with me. What about with you?
Likewise.
Why do we feel so
We're
rigid
so
today?
awkward.
Do you know, I say the worst part. That sounds really dramatic because I'm so sorry. There's nothing bad about this. It's simple pimple, right?
Exactly.
But this is the bit that I think for us feels the least organic.
Yes, the least natural. Because, but as we say, we've sat and had a full conversation before we've turned this on. So I'm like, why am I going, hi, Rachel, how are you today?
That's fair. Let's just, do you know what? It's been whatever's the start of this. Sorry, and you're welcome. Let's just dive right in.
Dive right in. Should we go Good Craic Bad Basic? What would you like to start?
We started bad last week. Maybe we should start good this week.
Good, because I've not got a bad one yet in my head. But I'll figure it out.
Shall I go first?
Yes, go
so
for it.
So then you can think
got
when
some
I'm talking
time.
about Bad Basic. So my Good Craic this week was me and my mum. The other day, I got a voucher for my Christmas from my wee brother. Shout out, thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
For afternoon lunch for two at the Malmason in Glasgow.
Lovely, bougie.
It was really nice. I had never stepped foot in the place, which is ironic because see my wee gran.
Yeah.
I will tell you what the good crack is, but here's another 45 stories in the meantime. She would always be like kind of jokingly, see if we were like, Gran, let's go for lunch and I'm going to pay or whatever. She's like, oh, we're going to the Malmason. Like, that was always something she'd said. And to my knowledge, none of us have ever stepped foot in the place.
But we just know it's like just bougie.
Yeah. So it was lovely. Food was great. Service was great.
Love that.
It was really nice inside. And yeah, we just had a really nice time.
Oh, that is beautiful. And see, when it's a gift, it feels like a wee bit extra special.
It does, and it did. But yeah, so nice. And I will say, I don't know, I think they've still got the vouchers. I would have a wee look at that because it's a fab deal.
What was it, a 2-courser? 2
courses for 2. Now, you could get a Sunday lunch, and I think there's also an afternoon tea one, which you could use obviously Thursday. I think the women said Thursday through Sunday, but this one you could only use on the Sunday.
Okay.
And I will say when I phoned up, again, you're getting every detail.
The telephone number is
postcode and coordinates. Obviously, I can only use this on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And the voucher said it expired at the end of March. Oh, right. Now, I'll get to that. I phoned start of March to be like, hi, yeah, I've got this voucher. I need to book it. And she was like, we've actually got nothing until April. And I was like, well, how does that work? She was like, there's actually been so many of them sold that we've, at that point when I had phoned, we've extended it until April.
Thank God.
They've now extended it till May, which I'm sure if you bought it now, it's not going to say March on it, right?
Yeah.
But, so because that I expected when we went, our reservation was like 2:00. And I thought, we're going to get here at like 10 to 5 to 2. There's going to be a queue of people waiting for the next sitting. It wasn't empty. Me and my mum weren't the only people in, and I understand there's a level of you can only have so many tables to have the good service and like for the staff to manage and all that kind of stuff. But I was just like shook that it was like we're booking 6 weeks in advance.
Yet no one is here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I really thought this was going to be like packed.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't mean that to sound negative.
No, I know what you mean.
It was merely an observation. But it was fantastic, thoroughly enjoyed.
Lovely. Can you tell us what you had?
Absolutely. So obviously it was a Sunday lunch, so we didn't go for the starter and main, we went main and dessert.
Lovely.
But the starter was, I think, soup of the day, and then they called it chef's table, which was basically like a kind of bougie buffet. There was loads of wee like bits at the bar to go and have. We didn't do that.
Would
also like to say you could have added a third course for like
extra.
a £5. Yeah, which also fine, but we just weren't bothered. So for our mains, maybe boringly, but me and my mum both had chicken.
No, not boring.
But I
Love.
think there was obviously beef. I think there was pork. I think there was some kind of fish option.
Lovely.
But there was like 5 or 6 different things to pick as your
catering
meat.
for everyone.
And I think obviously like a veggie as well.
Yeah.
Massive
Portions.
Yorkshire pudding.
Oh wow.
And it was delicious. Like to the point, you know, sometimes Yorkshire pudding, you're like, this is great, but after it's like, this is just the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the plate clean. None left.
It's grand.
There was Yorkshire pudding. There was a couple of roast potatoes. There was obviously the chicken. There was carrots. They brought some. There was gravy on the plate, but brought extra gravy.
That's a really good sign.
And then some like greens, cabbage, and the carrots and the cabbage was like in a wee tray in the middle.
Love that.
But again, enough for 2. It wasn't just like there was 2 carrots.
Yeah.
But yeah, really nice.
Nice. I do like a wee Sunday lunch. I feel like it's not as done up here as it is like down south. Like there's not a lot of places that do it, or at least do it well. So it's good to know of a...
Agreed. And I think obviously we had the voucher, but if you were paying for it, I think 2 courses is like £29 and 3 courses is like 34.
I think that's decent.
So not
days.
a bargain,
No.
but not expensive for 3 courses.
Exactly.
And it was delicious.
Good.
And then for dessert, I'll quickly tell you, my mum had the creme brulee, which again was humongous.
Really?
She thought, you know, you get this like wee ramekins.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a goopal.
No, imagine, you know, when you would get like a cookie dough.
Yeah.
Like one of those dishes.
Wow,
was like
okay.
that. So Mum's like, I'll get that because that'll be smaller. It was like the moon. So she get that and I got a sticky toffee.
Oh, lovely.
That's
Sticky
lovely.
toffee. And did it come with ice cream?
It did a wee scoop of ice cream.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Really nice.
Lovely. That
It's
sounds
fantastic.
really nice. Okay, a one for the list for
Absolutely.
good recommendations.
Get that on there.
Mm-hmm. Rachel, my good crack is I went to see Jessie J last night. Jessie J.
Tell us.
It was so good. Okay. No, it was good, right?
It was good, but
so obviously, right, she's kind of had a bit of a hiatus, but she is bringing out new music. Won't lie, hadn't really listened to the new music, and then I felt bad because she kind of like said, like, let's be honest, everyone's just here to hear price tag, right? And she kept like by the way, she could be a stand-up comedian. She's so funny. She also like is so she can poke jabs at herself, like, do you know what I mean?
Doesn't
like she
take
doesn't
herself
take
too
herself too seriously. So she was going on like, right, who's here because of like my new music? And she was like, right, 4 people, great, thank you so much for buying the album. And then she'd be like, right, and let's be honest, who's here as a +1? And she was like, I can spot you from a mile away. Like, just so funny, so good. She is amazing. Her voice is absolutely incredible. What I will say is like maybe the patrons, the people who attend,
the patrons.
Yes, it was like quite a random crowd.
Which I hate to say, I can imagine that.
Can you?
But like, and I don't mean that rudely. I just mean like, I can imagine it being a mixed bag of people that would like her music.
Oh, it was mixed bag. I'll tell you that for free. So there was like this couple, God bless them, having the time of their life and good on you. But they were like, it was a seated venue, and when no one else was up dancing, they were up dancing. I thought, do you know what, you're out to have a good time, and I respect it. I do find venues like that quite hard because
sorry, Bree's just making herself home.
If you are sitting, even the tunes that are like thingy, like, what do you call them, upbeat,
yeah, you want to maybe dance,
you want to get up, but then you're like, well, I'm only standing up if the people in front of me stand up. I don't want to thingy the people behind. But at the end of the day, as a concert, you're there to like enjoy yourself and have a wee dance to a tune you like if you want.
Yeah, that is a tricky bit of etiquette there.
Yeah. So it was really good. She got someone up on the stage to sing with her.
Okay, were they good?
And by the way, she was good. I was like, see if she's shy, I'm going to like pee my pants.
And sorry, a Scottish accent, a Scottish audience isn't forgiving always.
No.
So I'm glad she was good.
She was brilliant, and we were very like supportive of her. Because imagine, getting on the stage with Jessie J of all people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good night. We went for dinner at Ramondale. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's on Ashton Lane.
Okay.
And they've got one in town as well, but we have been to both. Ashton Lane is far superior, so only go there.
Heard it here first.
Yeah. And yeah, just had a few drinks, but didn't go crazy. Obviously, it's a working night, or like the next day worked for both of us. So, but yeah, really good, very nostalgic.
Lovely,
Like
yeah.
I'd not listened to some of her songs in years, and the lyrics were just rolling off the tongue.
Yeah.
So
She does have some great songs.
She really does.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Oh, good. I'm so glad, Erin.
Thank you. On to the bad basic.
My bad basic this week, again, a bit of a self-inflicted, my own fault. But very excitingly, actually, two things just to interject. I suppose actually when this goes out, it won't be, but today's Cameron's birthday.
Happy birthday, Cameron. Shout out.
And he is coming up next week and we're going on holiday.
I'm like, where's the bad basic, Rachel?
It's come. And as such, I'm going to drive to the airport not to pick him up when we go on holiday, to park.
Yeah.
And I don't really do that. I'm very fortunate and very blessed. Like, my mum or my stepdad or even my dad would like drop us off when he was here and stuff like that. But when we come back, it's quite late at night. So I just feel like, and it's Edinburgh. So I'm like, okay, Edinburgh. So I just feel like, let's just book the parking.
Right.
So looked last week and it was like a semi-reasonable price. It was between £40 and £50 because obviously there's the ones and it's like you're basically on the runway. There's the one that's a 10-minute shuttle away, all that kind of stuff, right? So there's very varying prices, but the ones that were reasonable were between £40 and £50. I was like, perfect. And I said, I'm going to book that. So do I not go a couple of days later? And because it's a couple of days later, it's then obviously closer to the departure date.
Yeah.
That is shot up.
What?
Yeah. So they do like, no, it's not really last minute because it wasn't the day before, but it's almost like a week before we're going away.
No, they know these people need parking and we're going to rinse them.
So instead of being 40 50, it was now 60 to 70 plus. So I was so annoyed at myself. I've only got myself to blame for that.
No, and the fact that they do that.
They're exploiting us.
Totally.
But I did then find there's one that's not on the airport grounds, but they are a legit, I'm not pure dump my car in like a abandoned background.
Some man's like, hey, I'll take cash only.
But yeah, there's one that's like maybe a 10-minute drive from the airport. And I was like, perfect. That's what some of the ones within the airport are anyway. So a 10-minute
and how, why do I care? Why do I need to know every detail?
That's okay.
How are you then getting from that car park? Is there a bus?
There's a shuttle. They provide that wee shuttle.
Fine.
I'm walking with my keys.
I was thinking like a 10-minute drive.
No, there's a wee shuttle to and from.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm like, great.
Still annoying.
It is annoying.
Because, holidays are expensive enough these days that then when you start to add on your luggage, you want to park the car, God forbid you can't get someone to take you,
or whatever,
or even if someone is dropping you off, it's now £7 for that person to just drive in, you get out with your cases and them drive out.
And you know what I don't understand about that is they say like, oh, it's, for the increase in cost, it's whatever. There's nobody manning that.
No.
I understand it has to be maintained. I say the cost of running the machines, like, but you've put the machines in because now you want us to pay.
Exactly.
So I'm not saying that it doesn't cost a lot of money to run an airport, but how come there's other airports around the world that it doesn't cost anything to drop people off?
Yeah, exactly.
In America, I'm not saying every single one, but a lot of airports, it's free to drop people off.
Loads in Europe as well are like that.
So I'm like, why are you pure greedy, thieving scumbags? To say the least.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that.
No, and it kind of like, it's putting people off, or it's making people do things like, oh, I'll get you here. And then people are pure walking with their cases, like to the
and causing traffic.
All of that. It's just like, could you not make this easier for us?
Yeah, and also, I'm so sorry. I know everything's going up, and as such, I'm sure their costs are, but I'm like, there's no way. That used to be like £4 or £5 and we're now at £7.
No, and that's only the past couple of years because I've dropped my mum and dad a couple of times. I'd say within the last 2 years, it's gone from a £5 to £7.
It's ridiculous. Unacceptable. Am I still going on holiday? Yes, I am.
Absolutely.
But am I, well, I'm on about that? Yes, I will.
Yes, also.
And Erin, over to you.
Bad basic for me. I have just had to pluck something from the sky, which is a good thing. I've basically had
of course.
nothing too annoying happened to me, but if I had to rack my brain, I'm going to see Olivia Dean next week.
I'm so jealous.
Thank you, I'm so excited. And for ages I'd been looking at her merch, right? And she has this wee crop top baby tee style t-shirt that says I don't want a boyfriend, and that's one of her like lines in a song, right? And I was like, I want that. I kept going back on and looking at it, and I was like, oh, do I really need this? No, not really. But then I just was like, Erin, you deserve it.
Treat
Just
yourself.
buy it. Me, who's never denied myself anything. So I bought it, and now it came. Rachel was actually here when it arrived today. And so it says, I don't want a boyfriend in like rhinestones. And it was pink rhinestones.
Mm-hmm.
But on the picture of them selling it, it was black and white. So like you didn't realise that obviously it was going to be colour. I mean, listen, it's pink, it's not a big deal. But I just had an idea of it either being like a clear rhinestone or a like silver.
Yeah.
And it's pink.
Yes. Now, as we've both said, first world.
Totally.
But I don't understand why all the pictures are only
And black and white. That's, some would say, deceiving.
Yeah, it is a bit deceiving. We did kind of expose you a wee bit.
Yeah, you can.
We did then look, because I obviously said to her, and I said, did it not say anywhere?
And I'm like,
The cover?
no.
So I couldn't see it. She was just so one track focus on how gorgeous the t-shirt was. It does say in the description, or like in the title.
I would
of
say
what it
in
is.
fine print, actually.
Is it?
Well, it's quite small.
Okay.
It does say in pink gems,
So just know if you're buying that, I guess.
yes.
But it does still look lovely.
No, it's really cute, and I'm still going to keep it.
And we did discuss there's ways you can tie.
Yeah, and
the
listen, pink
in.
is actually my favourite colour, but
Brilliant.
I wasn't expecting it, that's all.
Fair. Totally fair.
Yeah, and when you're spending £35 for a fucking t-shirt.
35?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, it's because I guessed 45.
Yeah, you yeah.
I said, is she scaling this down for the...
No, you thought it was going to be 45,
yeah,
which
that's
I'm so
right.
glad you guessed, because there's nothing worse when you go to someone, guess how much this cost me, and they go, a fiver, and you're like, no, it's £50, thank you. My dad does that all the time. So
Classic. Well, as I'd said, obviously, I was in town with my mum, and that Mal Mason is up, like, is it West George Street? I always want to get John Street and George Street mixed up as to men's names. But anyway, so like far up Sicky Hall Street.
Yeah.
Or off of it, I should say. So we then, all that to say, we ended up walking down Sicky Hall Street.
Yeah.
And that to me felt so nostalgic and like a walk down memory lane of sorts for many reasons.
But also so different.
Well, yes, so different because, yes, it's been totally redone, resurfaced, all that kind of stuff. So many buildings and shops are obviously completely different.
Yeah.
But also notably, I was like, ABC was just rubble.
Do you know, sorry to interject,
No, go for
but
it.
the first place I saw Jessie J was there. In like a pure small intimate
Was
venue,
it?
probably like 20 years ago.
Woof.
Wait, how old am I now?
20. Well,
no,
you
I would
didn't-
have been 13. No, I think I was like 17 or something. So yeah, it's so sad that that's like no longer, because that was a pure good venue.
A Jelly Baby
Jelly
Thursday.
Baby.
But anyway, let's not get too down that. But yeah, just the whole of Sicky Hall Street being so different, and just that going into town growing up like with my mum, and then when I was old enough to like go myself and my friends, you would go up Sicky Hall Street.
That was the street to go.
The place to be.
Yeah. Because it did used to have like all the good shops.
Yeah.
Of that time, obviously I'm talking like Jane Norman. Was Jane Norman even up there actually?
I think that was in the galleries. But there was a Dunn's. The first big Primark was up there.
Yes.
There was, do you remember MK1?
Yes.
There was Tammy Girl and BHS, which an age.
Yes.
I don't even know if that Marks and Spencer's is still there. Maybe it is.
I think it is.
I literally looked past it a couple of days ago. Why can I not remember?
No, I'm not sure actually. It might not be.
But like so many things up there.
Yeah.
I think there was also used to be quite a big New Look.
There was.
But just so many things that I'm like, oh, I felt so nostalgic.
Yeah, and it's and what was the wee restaurant? Was it Dino's?
Yes, it was at the start.
That was a pure institution. I feel like that was like one of the places you used to go, like
totally
as a family or.
Yeah, so that was kind of crazy. And you know what's so sad? I feel like a lot of the shops now are like, this is going to sound rude to say, and I don't mean it to, but they're all like tat. Yeah. It's all like pure pound shops, or come and get your knockoff crappy Scottish souvenirs. And I'm like, sorry, what is happening? Or they're just all empty. They're all boarded up. And
or
not
Rachel,
everyone, like,
why is there become now like 4 American
candy shops?
The fast food. Popeyes, Wendy's and something else. I'm like, okay, weird.
Yeah, that seems a bit rogue. There was
Mm-hmm.
something else up there that was like that I thought, why is this here? This would be in a much more prime location
Yeah.
somewhere else. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, I just thought that was so nostalgic.
I know.
And yeah, I just thought, oh, how sad that it's not that way anymore.
Yeah. Because again, that's a street I feel like people aren't really venturing to for shopping.
I never go up it anymore if
No.
I don't have to, obviously.
No. And actually, it's so funny because that Primark is now probably like deemed as a small Primark now that you wouldn't really go to.
Absolutely.
But it used to be the one.
The big one. I would also like to say when I was in, when we were coming down, kind of that bit where you're saying Dino's used to be, the very start of like City Hall Street.
Yeah.
There's obviously in Glasgow, there's hunters of pigeons, right?
Hunters.
As we know. And there was 2 women that had high vis on, blue high vis. And on the back it said, Pigeon Patrol. And I was like that, I beg your finest pardon for one. And what do you do as the Pigeon Patrol?
I might actually have some insight here. We do get a lot of people bringing in...
Stop it.
I'm not joking.
They bring in pigeons?
Injured pigeons to my work.
Okay, I'm going to let you continue, then I'll ask a question.
So, I think there are volunteers that see if there are any injured pigeons. I'm sure there's like Facebook groups and stuff. People might post on the... I'm going to lose her. I knew it was coming. People post on the... Say, because, you know, they can get their wee legs tangled up and stuff like that. Or if they've been attacked by bigger birds or whatever.
Right, okay.
So... I think maybe they might be, I'm hoping, right, and I'm just assuming, and it's not just people, I don't know, patrolling the pigeons for no reason.
Yeah, maybe it's like that kind of thing you're talking
about.
I'm
thinking it's more like volunteering for if there's injured pigeons and they've maybe been sent there because someone's maybe seen a wee injured pigeon or a wee sick pigeon.
Well, it was kind of giving the bird lady for Mary Poppins.
I can imagine.
Because I can't remember where they feeding them or like putting something down, but it was literally...
They're swarming.
Yeah.
No, I know, and I won't lie, I'm not afraid of birds or anything. Like, listen, I handle them obviously for work, but see when they're all flocking.
No, not for me.
And flying at you. Quite.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And dare I say, I don't wish any harm to a pigeon.
Oh,
or
never.
any other bird and animal.
Never.
But I'm like, I do think pigeons are the rats of the sky.
They've got a bad rep.
You know?
Because they're actually very clever and very cute.
Clever?
Yeah. Rachel, they used to take letters to people.
Of course they did. And do you know what actually people have? Is racing pigeons the right thing? Some people that keep them. Okay, I take back what I said. Clever. Shouldn't have said with that tone.
How dare you? I don't know if you've ever seen Jordan Stevens.
No. Don't know who that is.
Rizzle Kicks.
Okay, yep.
Going Out with Jade from Little Mix.
Okay.
He was on a podcast and he was talking really passionately about pigeons. Okay. And he was like, pigeons have just got a poor PR. Like,
that's right. They've been given a bad rap.
Yeah.
I take back what I said.
Yeah.
You changed my mind.
Thank you.
But I'm not going to be joining the pigeon patrol.
No, I don't intend to either.
Just to be clear.
I'm doing enough at work.
You're doing enough.
Rachel, off the back of you talking nostalgia, I saw, and I'm sure you did too, on the old internet, is Bebo have like resurfaced and put up almost like a little teaser, like we're coming back. I don't know about you at this time of year, when I see things that I think maybe could not be true, because April Fool's has just been, I'm always checking the date that it was posted.
Yes, absolutely.
And it wasn't an April Fool's. I think Bebo is genuinely coming back.
What a day for the millennials.
I know.
This really is our year. Shop's back, Bebo's back.
Oh my God, yeah, it's basically 2016. Oh, that was even before that?
It was gone by 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Which I will say, what I also saw, so I did see that post.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone, like, almost like a meme, or someone replying to it or whatever, and being like, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not, Gen Z won't be able to cope with this. The changing your skin, this, like, changing the skin on the
it was like page, a wallpaper,
yes,
almost.
Wallpaper. The giving your love for the date, your other half, the top 16 friends. And the drama that it brought. But I mean, also let's face it, that's very, not toxic. I think they could cope with it absolutely fine. It's just that
absolutely. Classic. Do you think that is what it's going to come back in its truest form?
Do you know what I would low-key love? I would love if they literally, firstly, I would love if they just reactivated the old site.
Oh my God, but how?
And for some reason I'd be able to get in. I don't think
I know, I was like, how would I get in?
But I'd love if they kept it that way and almost like, they maybe just, when I say made it slightly better, if there was any like bugs or fixes or like anything just to make it a smoother run,
Yeah.
right? But I also think like, okay, what's the point in bringing Bebo back for it to be, which I would argue, as we've discussed many times, that Facebook within itself is dead anyway, but like to make it similar to Facebook, to make it similar to Instagram, TikTok, like we already have these apps.
Yeah, how's it going to be different?
How's it going to be different for one from them? How is it going to be different enough for it to not have died out like it did? Do you know what I mean by that? What's going to keep it relevant, but will it be the nostalgia and the interest and a bajillion millennials wanting to get it to relive their teens and tweens? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm intrigued, I can't lie. And I might just make one
just because.
For the bands and see.
All I would say is a lot of that depended on, you know, you would like kind of on Facebook how you would write on someone's wall.
Yes.
That was a big part of
Huge.
Bebo.
Yeah.
Like that part, you could draw pictures and all that.
So yeah, that's really all it was, wasn't
it?
And you had albums, obviously, photo albums. You had your friends, and it was like they were very part of your page.
Yeah.
As like you wanted people to know who you were friends with.
Yeah.
And who your other half was.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the wall and the photos, it didn't really have any other.
It didn't, which makes me think, are they going to do like Instagram has done get a reels bit?
Yeah,
get a bit for videos.
Which I don't want. We actually do not need another platform.
We don't. But while I'm excited, then when we actually talk into like what's it going to be, I've got questions.
Yeah. Well, that's maybe one we wait and see what
the crack is.
Because also that like threads that's on,
which I don't have.
No, I don't have it either. Instagram. I'm like, so is this just like a Twitter equivalent or X now? Do you know what I mean? Is that what threads is?
I think so.
They're all just becoming
the same thing.
The same thing. And again, we don't need this many.
No, we don't.
No, I can barely keep up with Instagram, TikTok.
I know, the two that I use.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do wonder.
Interesting.
And is it going to be, again, we could have done a stitch of research before this. We saw one meme and said talking point.
Yep.
But why break the habit of 17 episodes?
What's new?
Do you know what I mean? But is it going to be like Bebo independently, whoever that is, or is it just going to be another extension of Meta? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Unsure. Answers on a postcard. Also, if you know and you're listening to this,
let us know.
Please let us know, because obviously, if you haven't realised, we don't do any research. So
we don't know half of it.
If you want to inform us, that would be great.
Yeah, we're open to anything.
Yeah. Anything?
What I was trying to say
was reason.
We're open to your thoughts, comments, concerns.
Rachel, every week I feel like I'm saying, oh, I saw this on TikTok, but it's true. That's where I see everything. Exactly. Right. Something is really bothering me at the moment, and it's people's what I eat in a days, and not because I care about what people are eating. Well, actually, I kind of do. But I'm feeling like, are people intentionally putting crazy, weird things in for what they're eating just so people will comment and say things about it? Or do you get what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. Basically, the one I've seen and that I was like, surely not, is, and actually, I really like watching her videos.
Okay.
But this one in particular was like, for breakfast, I had steak pie, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Steak pie?
Right. And then this is what's making me think, is like, is this not real? And she's just mixing up what she's eating just so that people comment going, steak pie for breakfast is wild, which it is, by the way.
Heard of your fudge.
Because who's waking up and craving? I can't even, the thought, no. But then for her lunch, she'd had like a smoothie and something which is usually quite breakfast like.
So she just switched the order.
And for her dinner, she had a toasty. So in my head, I was thinking, right, was that actually your breakfast? That was your lunch and that was your dinner, but you're just editing it to make it look like that so that people comment and people are like an uproar about steak pie for breakfast. Or are you genuinely waking up and thinking, no, what, I could go?
Could murder a steak pie now.
Oh.
So I do think there could be people that might want steak pie for their breakfast, and you do you, but frankly, have a word. But I do think all over the internet, not just this what I eat in a day stuff.
No.
There will be people that like, there's no context necessarily to where this content has come from, as you say.
Yeah.
Is this your dinner from last night?
Yeah.
And you thought, do you know what, how do they know I'm putting a voiceover on?
Exactly.
Nothing's real.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, I do sometimes think like, are you eating this? And again, I'm not judging people's habits. What people want to eat is frankly none of my business.
No.
But yeah, I'm like, firstly, how is your health?
Yeah.
To some of the people who do this all the time, or who are like, who don't, I'm not eloquently talking here, but what I mean is, everyone's about balance. I've got no qualms about people having a takeaway,
Me
having
neither.
some quote unquote, you can't see me doing it, junk food, or foods that people want to deem as bad, whatever that may be.
Me neither.
Because I'm like, live and let live, everyone does. But every now and then I'm like, throw in a wee vegetable, throw in a wee bit of fruit, some nutrients.
Absolutely.
And there are some people that are doing their what I eat in a day every day, and that is the bulk of their content.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are your innards?
No, I know. And I think I know who you're alluding to. And we won't say anyone's names.
No.
But it's like getting up and at 6 a.m. it's like a share bag of chocolate buttons. Are you really eating that? Or are you just saying you're eating that at 6 o'clock so people are getting riled up? Because
absolutely. And then that's what I think of, like, right, they know that's what's getting likes, comments, shares, getting pushed out to people.
Exactly.
So I do think there's a level of, that might be your eating habits.
Yeah.
But you're not daft either.
No.
So I'm like, in some ways, fair enough, because you're making your money.
No, I don't. Go for it.
But yeah, I do think that with so many things, not just the what I eat in a day and the food, it's like, what kind of world are we living in?
No, I know.
What is going on?
No. What is going on in the House of Commons, as they say?
But yeah, it is mental.
Wild.
Just to riff off of that, other things that are happening online at the minute, or well, as we're recording, it might be over by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
You know? But Coachella is quite hip hop and happening at the minute.
It is. I'm seeing it all on my FYP. I would firstly like to bring up Justin Bieber's.
Yep.
I was never a believer. Were you?
No.
So maybe I'm just not understanding, because that genuinely like has never interested me. Did he have a catchy tune or two?
Of course, yes.
Absolutely. Would I sing along? 100%. For me, that set of him getting his wee laptop out, YouTubing himself, and him singing along with his like videos from when he was a teenager or like really young. Where's the effort?
Well, I don't know this for fact, because again, why would we do any research?
True.
Because I thought the same. I was like, this is interesting. And then I saw some more videos, and then I thought, I'm going to look at the comments. What are people saying about this? And some people were saying that like either his old management or old record label or something, so a lot of his old songs he doesn't actually own the rights to. So this was almost like a loophole where he could get around being able to sing them, because it was like he was singing along to the YouTube. Again, do not quote me, I do not understand the music industry, I don't know any of the ins and outs. That might be completely false information, and guess what, this is not the 6 o'clock news, so like or lump it, right? But that's what I saw, because I agree, I was also like, what's going on?
It was given house party.
Yeah,
like
where
it's 4 a.m. and somebody's guys listen to this one. Yeah. It was given that. So I was like, and then I was being a bit harsh probably, because then, for example, Giveon, who I just went to see, I saw some of his set, and it's like big production. He's still only one guy, big production, brought on guests, and it was just so like, there just seemed to be more effort. Sabrina Carpenter, she had a whole big set, all back, as you say, backing dancers, all of this. And I just think, really? And everyone was going wild for it, which I just personally didn't get.
I agree. And I think there's possibly that element of whether it's anything to do with the rights, and how can you like, it's not to say you couldn't have like backup dancers that, but then are we all just paused? Well, he's next, so do you know what I mean? So that I can see. But then I also think, regardless of what he got up there and did, now this is the same for any artist, there's always a group of fans, the believers, if you will, who like will just,
he could have done anything,
and lots of artists have that. I'm not saying he's the only person who has pure diehard fans. Lots of people do, and I can think of a few different ones in my mind at the moment. But like, he can do no wrong.
Yeah.
But I agree with you that, like, okay, shame if he's had to do that, if that's how all it's working with the rights to his music and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have been like, oh, I've missed out on the Coachella of a lifetime. The Coachella of a lifetime I missed out on, I'm so sorry, it was Beyonce.
Yeah.
I still listen to that live album.
Was that
everything.
it was like the
yes.
What do you call them? The bleachers?
The bleachers.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah. That was cracking. But also, sorry, can we just talk about what people are wearing to it?
Holy hell.
Now, I would like to do a disclaimer firstly. I'm probably, one, not fashionable enough, two, not outgoing enough or maybe expressive enough within my style and my fashion. She sits here in blue jeans and a blue top, right? I'm not sitting here thinking, nah, man, a winter.
No.
However, the faith that some of these people have in these outfits.
Wow.
More power to them.
No, I know.
I'm like, yous look cracking and good for you.
No, you do. But as we actually did talk about this earlier, and Rachel said the perfect thing, it's like the clothes are minimal and the accessories are maximal. And it's crazy. And some tops, it's just accessories.
Yeah.
Necklaces to your navel.
We actually sound like our mothers. I saw a top, right? And the girl, I'm not even joking, what is that, maybe an inch or two?
An inch, yeah.
An inch. And it literally, there was a band, imagine a bikini top.
Okay.
So there was the band that goes round,
yeah,
horizontally around your body.
Yeah.
2 vertical straps over the nip area.
How's that covering a nipple? That's what I want to know.
I'm not even exaggerating, an inch or two. Now, as someone here with 2 bee stings, mine are so flat, they're basically in my back. But the confidence, and she had much bigger boobs than me, wouldn't be hard, as discussed. But I'm like, sorry, the confidence you have in that literal crocheted piece of string.
Oh my God.
I couldn't imagine.
No.
Couldn't imagine.
No. Because I just don't feel like I would feel comfortable. Any movement.
I might be dancing, having a good time.
Yeah.
Losing inhibition. Not inhibitions. That actually says as much. Release your inhibition. But like, just have fun, let loose, enjoy yourself.
And how can you with literally a bit of tape over your nips?
Couldn't, maybe, well, I didn't see, obviously that's fine, but like maybe she had like, you know, like plasters or some kind of like tape.
Yeah,
so, like,
the wee
so
flower things.
But I was just like, wowee. And again, all that to say, I get it. It's about the music. It's an experience. It's like, you know, people are going with brands and probably getting provided outfits and all that. But I'm also like, what are you going for the music and the festival and experience? Or are you going to have your like 4, 5, 6, however many days as curated outfits?
Instagram posts.
And like go and pose about?
No, it has become a bit, I feel like Coachella is now about outfits.
The Influencer Olympics.
Yes, exactly. The Met Gala of influencers, if you will.
And again, as we always say, I'm not knocking people that that's their job.
No.
Fair play to you, because would I love to be getting invited places that the tickets are hundreds of pounds, getting flown to the other sides of the world?
Absolutely.
More power to you guys and guys. But I'm just like, when is the pure shock factor and the outrageous, like, when is it enough, and when can it just be like, you just look cracking in your
jeans and a tee, like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and you know, I actually did see something. It was, I don't know their names, they're influencers and they're twins, right?
Okay.
And one of them got invited and the other one got invited as her plus one, basically. But the second twin was like, that's not my cup of tea. And I wouldn't go there and enjoy that because for whatever reason. And so obviously there was all this speculation of why only one twin got invited to Coachella and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I didn't want to go and take a ticket away from someone who would actually
that is their thing,
love to go to that and enjoy the experience. Because it is like, for some people, that is a once in a lifetime trip. So, and I did think that was quite like, yeah, exactly. Are the people who are even getting invited and going, is that up their street? Do you know what I mean? Or are they just going for the sake of it?
Totally.
So,
and we don't want to sound like 2 old, bitter women sitting here.
No.
Because we're not. I'm like, yous look cracking.
Absolutely.
My thing is just like, I know fashion is all about like pushing the boundaries and things that are like cutting edge, but I'm like, when is a piece of string and not top?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? That where are we drawing the actual line?
I'm right there with you, Rach.
So anyway, hope you had fun. Okay, so Erin, you had a dilemma last week.
I did indeed.
You were chatting Nike and Adidas, are they acceptable to wear together, or is that absolutely not?
Yeah, resounding no.
Do you know what I can hear in my head? Do you know that YouTube sound? It's a clip actually from Parks and Rec, and the guy's like, straight to jail.
Yes.
yeah. That's what I'm hearing in my head. But it does seem
We've had an answer, I think.
Yeah, well, I say quite a few. People have answered, and I think I'm in the minority.
I think you are, Rach. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that is fine. You can still do that if you want to.
Of course.
Exactly. Basically, people were saying, they were saying straight to jail for it had to be Adidas only.
Yes.
Or the kind of like curveball was people seem to be fine with New Balance.
Which I would ask the question of how is that any different to Nike?
I agree, Rachel, but apparently it is.
Apparently it's fine. So yeah, that I found interesting.
Yeah, the people did have an opinion.
They did have some opinions, and we're open to that. That's okay, everyone's allowed them.
So there you go. Listen, am I going to go get a pair of Adidas trainers? I'm not sure yet.
After last week being like, no, it's not my thing. She's like, well,
I could be persuaded.
Which leads me to, I do have a question for you.
Tell me.
So these have obviously been around, I don't actually know for how long, but I'm just seeing more about them on social media.
Okay.
And kind of on like sites, obviously, that sell shoes.
Yeah.
Websites, I suppose they're called. But how do you feel and how do people feel about basically trainers, but they look more like a shoe? That's not the right thing to say. What I mean is, there's these Adidas shoes that I think are really lovely, right? Okay. Imagine like the Samba type things.
Yeah.
But they look like they're calling them like Mary Janes. Like a dolly shoe with a wee strap.
Okay.
And I've seen people styling them with a cute wee sock, skirt, whatever. I personally in the camp, I quite like them.
Can you get me a pic? No, you can't. I'll get a picture up.
And I've seen another pair from Adidas that I thought, again, styled well. Am I wearing them with my joggers?
What are they called? Do you know?
Let's just look up Adidas Mary Janes.
Mary Janes.
I just think styled properly, they could be lovely.
No.
Let me see in case it's not a thing. Yes. But
no.
Look at somebody wearing them. Anyway, so all that to say is because I find in summer, I don't always want to wear a trainer. I don't always want to wear a flip-flop or a sandal. And I really struggle to find a shoe that is like a dolly shoe or a brogue or whatever. Because again, this is a me problem and not fashion. I've got very narrow feet.
Okay.
So see, finding something that my feet aren't just walking right out of.
Yeah.
Is not great. So in winter, great. I can wear a trainer. I can wear a boot.
Those feet are in.
Whereas for summer, I'm just like, I want something else sometimes.
Yeah.
A wee bit more elevated or dressier.
Or like delicate.
Delicate.
I kind of know what you mean by that.
Erin doesn't like them.
I don't like them. But that's just, I'm not saying I don't like them on someone else. I'm saying I would look silly in them.
Me.
No. I don't think I could pull them off. What I will say is there's a nice maybe wee in between. Now let me try and find. Maybe a nice wee in between, Rach, is something like this.
Okay, are they the wee mesh ones?
Yes, where they're a bit more of a like dolly shoe, Mary Jane, and true fashion. Like that is actually what it is. Yeah, but it's got the strap so that Rachel's feet can stay in them. Listen, again, with everything,
to each their own.
We don't all need to like the same things, and that is totally fine. And I am sure if you got them and put them together in an outfit, I'd probably be like...
She'd still think they were housing.
No, I wouldn't. I'd probably be like, oh, that's really cute. I just don't think I would wear them.
And that's fair.
Totally.
I think that's for your opinion.
Yeah.
People, you can tell me your opinion as well.
I hadn't seen them before, to be fair, so... Maybe I'm just shocked, and the more I now am exposed to them, I might be like, oh, they're lovely.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Erin, I've got a wee funny for you.
Go for it.
So, we do both use the same optician.
Yep.
And the optician that we use is not like solely an optician, and what I mean by that is they're shops and that's all they do.
Yeah.
Sell glasses, test the eyes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This one has other departments. It's within a full-scale shop.
Mm-hmm.
So... just to give a wee bit of context of why I wanted to phone, my prescription is slightly changed. I've got a full box of contact lenses that I basically wanted to see. Can I exchange?
Yeah.
Right? So I don't have the number for the optician that's within that store, which I've since located, thankfully, so I can get straight to the source. So I phone up the main number, phone the kind of switchboard. I'm speaking to whoever operates that. Great, really friendly, really helpful. And I ask, hi, can you pop me through at the optician? She said, no bother, beep, beep, boop. Next thing I know, though, the line goes completely silent. No
Okay.
ringing, no like dialing tone.
No hold music.
Yeah, but I can see that the time is still ticking by, so they've not accidentally cut me off, whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to wait.
Yeah.
So I wait. Next thing, all I hear is like a hi, like the end of like a hi.
Right.
So in my mind, I'm like, well, they've probably said, hi, this is the optician. How can I help?
Yeah.
So I'm like that, hiya. Oh, sorry, the line just went a wee bit funny. And I launch into this full story about, I come to the optician, I've got these contacts, you know, my prescription's changed. I'm just wanting to see, can I return them? They're not opened, or am I just stuck with them? Like, pure going on.
Whole spiel.
The person on the other end of the line says to me, I don't know about that, love. You'd need to phone the optician. I work in the bakery. And I was like, firstly, laughing. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I thought I'd asked to get through the optician. I thought you were them. I said, I'm really sorry. You've just listened to me going on and on. And he was like, no worries, pet. I don't even have the like
The number.
I don't know how to put you through or anything like that. I said, I'm so sorry to waste your time. Don't worry about it. I said, I'll just phone back. So I hang up. Obviously, I immediately message you and be like that with them. So I was absolutely mortified.
So funny. What I love is that he just let you go on and on and on, ramble, get to the end of your story to then go,
Can I help you?
I'm actually in the bakery section.
He's like, you want a cake with the glasses on it?
Yeah, I can do that.
He said, wait, I'll just take my message round in the cake. But I thought, oh my goodness, I was mortified.
So funny. They must have that happen all the time.
They must.
But now you've got the direct number.
Now I've got the direct number. And I phoned this morning, got the answer up. Of course I need to go in. Of course I have to take the box.
Let's not.
Which I can get for them to see in case they think I've pure super glued it closed, but I've
no,
literally
that's
never
fine.
opened it.
But are they saying that if all is intact, they'll swap them out for you?
They said, we normally can do that. We just like to see the box. Totally fair.
That's fair.
So I'm like, slay.
Okay, lovely.
So
actually, off the back of that, I was in this same place. Why are we not naming it?
It's Costco.
It's Costco. Like, I don't know why.
Bad.
Don't know why we're being weirdos. I was in Costco the other day with Kaylee, and we'd went for petrol, which
lol.
Once was cheap.
What are they charging there now?
It's not. It was $1.53.
Which is sad that that's the cheap.
I know,
but
exactly.
Anyway,
so went in, filled up the car, and then went in. Now, I only go to Glasgow for a few things. It's a roast chicken.
Your eyes.
In my eyes. And Craic's a monster. Let's call a spade a spade. Craic's a monster.
One right here.
So I go in and we're walking around and I'm like, oh no, we've not got any. Oh no. Looking down all the aisles that it could be in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them anywhere. And then I'm like, sometimes they do have them like at the end or at the tills. Like, so I've walked around the whole store and I can't see them. So I ask one member of staff and they're like, oh, you'll need to ask someone in a high vis. Then I ask someone in a high vis and he's like, oh, you'll need to ask the desk at the front. So I go to the desk where he's got his wee keyboard computer system. He can check what stock they've got in.
Brilliant.
So I thought, great, I'm going to go ask him. He's like, aye, we should have plenty hen. They might just not be on the floor. And I was like, is there any chance that they could get on the floor? And he was like,
get on the floor.
He was like, aye, give me 10 to 15 minutes and I'll get someone to get them. Literally forklift, beep, 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 getting brought out so that they have to close off the aisle because they're on the top shelf.
Member of staff to the monster aisle, member of staff to the monster aisle.
I could hear them all radioing to each other, like, because I assume that up the top, the storage bit, like, they're kind of just putting stuff where it fits rather than it's not above where it would necessarily maybe go. Okay. So they're all going, I can hear them all going around all the aisles like, hey, we're looking for that white monster. Has anyone located the white monster yet? Because they couldn't see it up the top. So then they eventually find it. The forklift comes out. They get it down. I'm there like waiting to pounce on it. Like, but to be fair, multiple people, once they got that down, they were going like hotcakes. So, but I thought, wow, Erin, this is a low point that I've asked 3 members of staff.
She's got the monster withdrawal sweats.
Literally. And then couldn't possibly just, if they said, oh, they're just not out the now, hen, sorry, I couldn't possibly walk away. I was like, but they're in this store.
Where are they?
Could you get them down for me? And I'm making people get the forklift out. So I did feel a bit like,
do respect that.
Wow, this is, but it's such a bargain. 12 cans are like I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but like for what they're charged, it's less than half price for what you would pay to just go buy one out the shop. So
you do the math. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a financial decision that needed to be made.
Yes.
And you best believe I grabbed two crates.
She said if they've brought them down, I was going to take the whole pallet.
Well, actually, what was so funny is I did put it on my Instagram story, and I don't know how it's become a bit of a personality trait, but people know that I'm addicted to Monster. Yeah. And an old PT of mine said, "Are they just putting that in the back of on the top of your car? That whole pallet?" I was like, "Listen, if they'd let me, I would."
Well, glad you got your goods.
Me too.
And I'm sure the rest of Costco was grateful too.
Yeah, well, exactly. I was like, Kaylee, I'm making them money. Everyone's pure flocking to them.
The greater good. Well, Erin, I think on that monster note, that's the perfect place to sign off.
To call it a day. Lovely.
We should maybe say that.
Oh, yes.
I mentioned earlier in the episode, but I'm going to be holiday next week. Can't wait.
Lovely.
But as such, there will be an episode obviously today.
Yes.
But the week after, there shan't be one because I've interrupted our regularly scheduled programming.
And that is okay.
We'll still be active on the old socials.
Always.
Etc. Feel free to get in touch if there's anything you do want to hear us discuss when we're back.
Yeah.
And you can get in touch with us via all the platforms, which we'll list in a minute. We also have an email, which is craictobasics@gmail.com. I really tested myself there. I think it's that.
Yeah.
Sounds right. But yeah, let us know what you would like to hear.
Yeah.
And you can reach us at...
I'm going to start with Instagram,
TikTok,
Spotify,
YouTube.
Perfect.
And yeah, we'll see you in a wee week's
time.
In
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Bye.